Hello and welcome back to It Lurks Below episode 23. In this one, we're gonna keep exploring down beneath in the Badlands. Um, Admittedly, it is going to be a bit of a shorter episode. Um, as of today, I no longer have any more tests to do um, for my two courses that I'm enrolled in. And so I'm pretty exhausted, to be honest. I have a few like assignments or like things that I need to turn in, and then I'm done with school for some time to come. So yeah, I'm pretty much just like blown out, I suppose. I could have pre-recorded these episodes for sure, but um, I don't know. I pre-recorded a lot of episodes initially, and then I sort of got busy with schoolwork and whatnot. So I kind of caught up with myself, so now I'm pretty much just recording this episode so that I don't fall behind on the episodes and leave you guys hanging. I guess that sounds really pissy as like I'm just doing it to be doing it kind of thing, but that's not quite what I meant. I still enjoy doing it, so don't worry about it. It's not forced like that. We got a bunch of scrolls last time. I actually had additional. Okay. I'm just trying to like figure out where I'm gonna put things, but I feel like maybe I shouldn't. I think maybe I don't need to carry around some of these scrolls, like the treasure one and the hoard one. It gives me extra gold. Those seem like things that don't necessarily need to come with me right now. Probably don't need the extra. Whatever. We can carry it around. Don't need that rune on the other hand. We don't technically need this either. We can use that one. Just have it. Alright, we had another ogre scroll. Well, two more actually. Is that a recipe? Oh, no, it was a scroll of death. Okay. It looks kind of similar to scroll stamina. Better not confuse them. But it seems like these ones with the little medals next to them, they are the legendary ones. So, yeah. Yeah, I think we're fine with this. We're gonna sleep for a bit and then we're gonna go back into the Badlands. But yeah, so I finished the test today, and the very last final test, so to speak, and now I'm just like gonna try to stay awake for the rest of the day. I got laundry later. Oh, how exciting! A YouTube video where he talks about laundry. I'm sorry, that's horrible. Anyway, so do you guys ever have things like things you come back to or rediscover every once in a while? Like something you really like, but then you kind of forget that it exists, and then you find it again a while later, and you're like, oh my god, I can't believe I ever stopped doing this or stopped watching this or listening to this or whatever. It's so good. So the reason I'm asking is like I just had one of those experiences, I guess you could say. That's a lot of quartz. I enjoy that quite a bit, considering that I think the recipes back up there were like 10,000 or 100,000 quartz or something. I'm never gonna get those. But yeah, I just recently like had one of those experiences where I like rediscovered, because like as far as music goes, Green Day is pretty much, or has been at the very least, like one of my absolute favorite band for many years. Although I'm not too much into their like latest stuff, but nevertheless, they have been a huge part of my life, and so what you may not know about Green Day is that they have like, I don't know, 5 side projects or something. Um, there's like, you can look it up yourself if you really care. So I'm not gonna go over all of it. But essentially, there's like one of the side projects they have is like, or at least just a singer rather. It's just pretty much a more raw punk kind of project, I suppose. So I quite enjoy listening to that kind of stuff sometimes, where it's just it's just pretty much for fun or for pure emotion or whatever, and not, I don't know, not to make like the greatest thing ever. And yeah, so I recently rediscovered that band, and I'm like in love all over again, essentially. If you have any of those things, or actually if you have any like artists or something that you want to recommend to me, I'll check them out and just leave it in the comments. Because I like finding new music. I generally prefer like anything within the rock genre and not like too much death metal or anything like that. It's pretty much just screaming to me. I know that sounds like extremely lame in a way, because that's like defining, oh, football is just guys kicking a ball across a field. I know that there's way more to it than that, and I know it takes like real skill, and I know that there's a finesse to it, but you know, not everything is for everyone, you know. So how are we doing on the whole exploring part here? We've actually pretty much gone around completely, or actually at least we're not too far off from having done that. And sometimes it's the same with games. Like, I have games that I only play in periods, or series that I come back to every once in a while and rewatch. And it's fine if you like. Tell me if you have any of those, whether it's games or whatever. What's your comfort game? What do you go back to whenever you like feel like it again, or you can't help yourself, so to speak? Like right now, I'm considering actually buying the season pass or whatever. No, actually not the season pass. That's not what it's called. It's called the international pass. I actually don't remember what it's called, but it's something like with the international or whatever. It's the biggest online tournament in the world, or has been for many years at the very least. I'm not sure where it lies now in comparison to like Fortnite and stuff, but it's for Dota 2. And I haven't played Dota in a long time. I come back to it occasionally because it's an interesting game, but I always pretty much leave due to, I don't know, team games aren't that much fun when you know better and you're playing with people who don't. And nowadays, like, I have played so little for over such a long time that I pretty much just I can't even execute my knowledge that well either anymore. So I feel like a complete noob, and that makes it frustrating to play. So I will probably quit that after just a few days either way. But now I will have some time to actually game, which I'm actually looking forward to a lot. I'm also playing Civilization 6's latest little edition, which is the Frontier Pass. That's what they call it. And it's just like, it's a season pass for Civilization 6 essentially, adding new civilizations, districts and units and stuff over time, and game modes and whatnot. So I don't know, they've never done anything like this before, and it all sort of adds up to being like a new expansion in the end, or very similar to one. So I guess we'll see how I feel about it at the very end, when everything has been released. I generally don't like this the season pass model, but that's generally also because like it's hard to execute on well. Destiny 2 has like done a horrible job with the season pass thing, this past year. But it's also because like they're just one studio now, trying to fill us in with content between the major expansions they do on top of that. So I wouldn't mind too much if they just drop the seasonal model and just or season pass model and just focus on their expansions and doing quality of life and stuff fixes in between. But I also get that they need to earn money in between, so it's a tough trade-off for sure. I understand their position. I need to sleep. Let's go back and sleep. I know I'm not really talking too much about the game right now, but it's because there's not too much to talk about. I'm pretty much just going sideways to see if I've missed anything whatsoever, but it doesn't seem like I have, because I've pretty much come full circle as far as that goes. We're gonna take these carrots, pick them up. So since I'm so tired, I just feel like I'm rambling. But hopefully you're fine with it. If you're not, just, leave a dislike on the video or something. Please dislike my videos. I deserve it. Yeah, I think one row of those carrots will be enough to at least make 1 or 2 dishes out of it. No, there. What do you mean I should know where it is? I've only been playing this for like 2 months now or something. Did I end up with full energy? Well, close to it. Did end up with a survival rank, but I'll deal with that later. For now, I'm just interested in exploring the Badlands. Because they're good lands. Have we come full circle? Yes, we have. Okay, so we're gonna go further down then. I think that's the next step in our journey. See if we find something more interesting here. I was essentially looking for like rooms similar to this one right here. There's something here. We're gonna find out what that is pretty soon. Quartz. Give me quartz. I wonder if I'm gonna encounter things that like give me a buttload of quartz later on. Because reaching whatever those amounts were on the surface seems insane at the current rates that we're getting it. Okay. Kind of like the green and red mix they got going for them here. Okay, we're closing in on that thing that we saw off in the distance, and it seems to be something weird here for sure. I assume there's a door or something here. Actually, it's just a room. But this room looks very different from the other one we had before. So I assume there's something interesting about this. Yeah, there's something going on here. Is there a door down here maybe? Yeah, okay. There was a door leading to nowhere. I like these blocks actually. Might actually use them to build with bloodstone. There's a lot of different types of okay, yeah, bloodstone was the areas or the I don't even know what I'm saying. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, these blobs seem to actually teleport a little bit. Interesting. Interesting. I hope I'm fine doing this. Gained a level. We're up to level 38. We've been playing for a while. Healing potions. One of the best things they could possibly do with this game would be to add like an extra bag or something. Or a way to increase your inventory space. Wow, I would appreciate that so much. I would be joyous, genuinely happy about everything in life if they added it. Or if he added it. I think the octodreads, these flying octopuses, actually does like put some kind of debuff on me. I see something showing up in my upper right corner when I get hit by them. Another ogre scroll. Normal egg, we can eat it instead of throwing it away, I don't know. Ogre rarity. So, what does ogre rarity actually do? Ogre fog. Oh, that's interesting. Increases magic find rating. There's so many great scrolls here. Farming the higher difficulty with these will be great. So, as for like the higher difficulty of this game, which I think is called Nightmare, as I've said before, I don't know if I'm gonna put any videos out of it. So once we're done with the Badlands, that could very well be the end of the series. Hopefully I will have pre-recorded a bit by then, so I will be able to tell you in the last video of the Badlands whether it will be the last video overall. But my thinking regarding the whole thing is to essentially like record videos on the next difficulty, and then just kind of be the judge of it by the quality of the recordings, whether it's worth actually putting out. Ogre Horde. I only had one fried egg anyway. But as I said in the previous episode, I could use the next difficulty of this in order to just experiment. Oh. Oh, so that's how they work. Okay. Now I know. So these ancient items, they actually increase in rank for every piece of the same ancient item that I pick up. So if I pick up more life forces, they will become more powerful. That's how these dropped ancient items work. That's pretty cool. Alright. Okay, is there a room beneath me? No. There is one to my right though, so. I don't need to see what I'm doing at all. I just remember that you probably can't see anything. It's not been something I had to think about for a long time now. There's a lot of enemies in here. Scroll of Ogre scale and rarity. Okay. Okay, the ogre scale one. I thought I was carrying one, wasn't I? Maybe I put it in the stash or something. It seemed to me like the last time I thought of it, I made the decision that ogre scale might be worth carrying with me because extra armor can be nice in a lot of various situations. Treasure chest. Okay. Not gonna pick up that health potion. So there are a lot more rooms, for sure, in this layer of the underground in the Badlands. So speaking of ancient items, we just got one. Wow, there's a lot of them here. They just never stop coming. The golden goblets. Isn't that the one that makes like healing potions more effective or something? Yes. But now that I know that I can pick them up several times to increase their rank, I might just go and pick them up more often. Ooh, that's a rare chest. That must be what they mean with the other scroll that makes it more likely for rare chests to spawn. And I just got a unique chest armor. Interesting. How am I on food? I don't technically need to eat that one, but I can eat this one instead. We are going to identify this. Armor 238, 239. Wish I could compare it to what I currently have equipped. Although, it's actually a lot lower in terms of like item level. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this one is specifically for minions, if I were to have minions. That's interesting. Didn't know that was a thing that you could get. Okay, so we're gonna clear this room and then that's gonna be it for the episode. And let's see if we get something interesting in here. So the rare chests dropped me a unique item. That's good to know. Like, things like that is good to think about when you're playing loot games. Like, okay, what actually gives me what? What can give me what? So note where your loot comes from, so you know what's worth farming and what's worth picking up and whatnot. 2 ones already dropped here. Another scroll of something. 2, okay, 2 rare ones have dropped. And now I need to sleep. So I think it's fitting that we're gonna go back after this anyway. I don't understand how these spawn. The bigger ones. They just seem to keep coming from nowhere. Okay, I'm gonna have some coffee because that is annoying me. Uh, 35, 36. Okay, so let's grab the 36 one. And we should be awarded with another chest. Alright. Cool. We've actually pretty much gone a full lap here too now on this level. So we're gonna keep going downwards next time and see what we find in the Badlands. Wheat bushels. We need to collect those. It's raining blood here. For some reason. It was raining blood. Huh. Interesting. I wonder why it was raining blood. Okay, so that's gonna be it for this episode. I'm gonna look up why it's raining blood. And maybe I'll tell you next episode, depending on whether or not it's important. Alright, see you in the next one. Bye-bye.